Insta.com. Peace, hello, hey, how's everyone doing? This video is actually kind of behind, actually. I believe in my last video I said I was going to try to do every other Thursday, and then my last video ended up coming out Friday, and this video looks like it's going to be going up on a Saturday. So I do apologize. I do try to stick to my word, but honestly, a lot has been going on, so I've just been trying to make sure I actually do get something up. I have stuck to the every other week part, but as far as the specific or certain days, sometimes things just don't necessarily pan out. This is not even the video that I originally had scheduled. Originally, I was either going to kind of show you all how to set up a pretty basic antenna, because I do like, kind of handy around the house work. So I probably will have some videos like that in the future. Leave a comment down below if there are any kind of around the house things that you don't necessarily know how to do, and I will get into it. And then I also planned on the day that I was off, I was gonna cut down some trees. And then we had a hurricane, and it was some pretty bad weather, so I figured it wouldn't necessarily be the best time to cut down trees. Luckily, I kind of already got rid of some of the branches that were just hanging super, super low. So the hurricane didn't affect us too much. So yeah, I decided to do a video, coloring and painting. I don't necessarily consider myself just an artist, but I do enjoy several different arts. And kind of coloring and painting is a way that I kind of calm myself, just because this past couple of weeks, every time I wanted to record, just things kept happening. Like I said, a hurricane ended up happening. Someone ended up passing away. There's a lot going on, I guess, kind of socially, mentally, just within and around me. Still trying to figure out how to balance school and work and being social, and still trying to follow through with several projects that I've been working on as of recent. Still trying to better relationships, still trying to better myself, because that relationship with yourself is also extremely important, and healing your inner child. And there are a lot of things that we live through and that we've experienced, that have just kind of shaped us and made us who we are, and that's good. A lot of things we've done in survival mode, and we've always had to adapt and this and then the other. But some things that we've adapted to or that we've done to survive were strictly survival mode, and we have to get back to healing so we can get back to living and not just existing on that level, I guess. Because everybody is going through it. Literally everybody is going through something. And that's not to say everyone's issues or everyone's whatever are equivalent or are the same. It's just life. Some people don't, Yeah. I think feeling uncomfortable in your skin, though, is one of those things. Again, self-love, self-healing, you just have to work on. But regardless of the issue, you just have to work on bettering yourself. If you have no money, work on getting some money. I don't know. I've been feeling like a stillness every time I wanted to record, and again, I've said in several of my videos, I'm trying to get better at trusting myself. And while I am very excited about this whole YouTube journey, I don't want to rush myself or put, I don't know, like Drake said, the moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it. And I really have been enjoying even like the editing process and this and that and the other. And I understand that I won't necessarily love every single step of the way. And like I said, I've already set a certain, not even standard, but I've already kind of set certain things in place, and I want to stick to those. But I also don't want to, I don't know, tire myself of something that I like. But anyways, as you can see, I'm kind of going in with the black. I had kind of just randomly decided that the background was going to be black. And yeah. But that's one of the things I love about painting is you really can kind of go as you go, change things, make mistakes, fix your mistakes. Some mistakes you can't necessarily fix, but it ends up still looking good in the end. And corny, cliche, whatever, you can always kind of relate that back to life in a way. If there's a part you don't like, you can paint over it, and it's still there, because that layer of paint is always still there. You could just are kind of covering it up with a better layer, if that makes sense. So yeah, this picture surprisingly does have some meaning behind it. I may do a video of like the paintings around my wall and kind of what they mean to me. We'll see. Leave some comments below, because people have not been leaving comments below. Y'all don't have anything to say to me? I say people haven't been leaving comments, but certain people, you know who you are, and I love you, have been leaving comments. Yeah. Anyways, I don't even really know. Oh my goodness. And another thing that I have to do just popped into my mind. I have to finish some stuff for an internship that I'm hoping to get very soon. Just horses don't stop, they keep going. There's just so much stuff that I need to get done, so much stuff that I need to do, and I feel like the rabbit, so much to do, so little time. Real quick, moment of silence. If you know before you know, if you don't, that is okay. Silence is good for everyone. But yeah, let me just. I mean, that was somewhat peaceful. Yeah. So I don't know. This is technically video like number 3, and it's been very fun for one. but also nerve-wracking, but also exciting. Like I said, trying to get things out in a timely manner. Um, Editing it, so of course, kind of deciding what you can share, what you're willing to share. Wanting things to look a certain way, and sometimes getting that, sometimes not getting that. Again, like painting, I don't know. I've just been finding this whole thing very therapeutic. I've definitely been learning a lot about myself and so very, very much about others. Random thought, but I want to say being content with your natural self is one of the most freeing feelings, hashtag ever. But anyways, yes. Like I said a little bit earlier, I think there are a lot of things that we are all kind of healing from. Personally, myself, as a child, I was made fun of for things, and those things definitely do stick with you. Um, and sometimes they are the smallest things, and oftentimes it's the people closest to you that end up hurting your feelings. And sometimes they don't even realize, and those comments, like I said, still stick with you, and they're things that you carry into your adulthood and that you worry about and that affect you in everyday life. Um, so I definitely think trying to become comfortable with your natural self, regardless of the condition, regardless of what feature, aspect, whether it be your hair, whether it be, I don't know, something that you can or cannot control, just being comfortable with yourself, whether it be a scar, you know, we are who we are, and we go through things personally, I think, for a reason. So, but yeah, that's the thing about painting, is you can mess up and you dust yourself off and try it again. Yes, I'm one of those people that randomly breaks out in a song. But yes, you can fix your mistakes. And if you haven't noticed by now, I am left-handed. Yeah. Um, so I don't know, this painting, I always thought was cool. I feel like everyone's probably seen that pretty standard. It's kind of like a chin and neck and a hand, and usually there's like a rose in the hand or something like that. You typically see them near like nail salons and stuff like that. So this is kind of my version of that. I fell when I was about 5 or 6, and I bust my lip pretty severely. And the way it healed, I don't know if you guys know what a mucosal is, but I kind of developed one, so my lip was pretty uneven on the left side. And of course, if you hold this picture and kind of like face the way the picture is facing, on the left side, she's covering up her lip. And but it still looks pretty, you know. You can't necessarily tell what she's hiding or anything like that, or if she's hiding something, or if she's just posing. And honestly, at first glance, you really don't think much of it. Just that, oh, it's a pretty picture. So I don't know. Maybe it's one of those. There's always something, even when you don't know there's something, or I don't know. There are several different messages behind this. Another cool thing about art is it's interpretive, and there's always, of course, what the artist meant by it, but you can also kind of say what it meant to you. So yeah, I'll leave it open for your interpretation as well. What do you guys think about this painting? Does it make you feel anything? Does it make you think about anything? Or is it just chill? If you want to watch this video and like with the sound turned all the way down, do that. Um, That's perfectly fine. This won't bother me. But yeah, I went in and I painted it first. I colored it first. Now I'm painting it, and I know typically you'll see like a red lip and the nails will be red or something like that. But I really kind of just wanted to keep the colors pretty chill. My walls are white, and I felt like that black background would really already make it pop. These colors I'll show you at the end, I feel like stand out pretty well on my wall, especially with what they're in between and everything like that. They sit in between this Louis Vuitton bag that I got another bag in, the bags that they give you to hold the bags, and it's beige. And then it also sits on the right side. There's a bag that I have from Paris that was just like a gift bag, but I cut up the part that says Paris and it says the Eiffel Tower and everything. I'm gonna keep that part and I put it up on my wall. I used to have a pretty hard time deciding, what I should let go and what I should keep. So I kind of went through a cleansing period. I've been through several cleansing periods, but at one point I was going through a cleansing period, and I couldn't decide really what I wanted to keep and what I wanted to give away. And well, technically this is from a vacation, so this is a memoir, but you can't just keep gift bags. But it was from Paris, but you can't just keep the ticket to X, Y, and Z. So just trying to figure out what I should keep and what I should let go, which has kind of been a underlining, topic the past couple of weeks, the past couple of months, the past couple of whatever, whether it comes to people or habits or mindsets, just deciding what to keep and what does not really serve a purpose. And just because something doesn't necessarily serve a purpose does not mean that it's not useful. I don't know, because I had the mindset, it's funny, I change yearly, but even from month to month, I notice so much change in myself and so many things that have been progressing. But anyways, I didn't necessarily have the mindset or whatever, but when it came to certain issues, I really did think that if something was useless or had no purpose, like what is the point, if that makes sense? But first of all, there's nothing just completely useless at this point, I'm kind of coming to realize. So if you feel like you're just wandering pointlessly, you're not. There's a lesson, there's a reason, there's something that you're supposed to be getting from whatever experience. So, yeah, just wanted to say that. But yeah, I don't know. There have been several lessons that I've been learning. Like I said, one of those lessons has been releasing the idea of ownership. And I know myself personally, I am extremely, extremely, extremely territorial. But kind of letting go of this idea of mine. And I definitely think that you should be able to have some things, or people, I'm still one of those, that you can consider wholeheartedly, undoubtingly yours. But again, letting go of this notion of mine, mine, mine. For one, I think overall we kind of need to get a little bit more sharing done. And I'm not necessarily talking and saying that it's free to share other people's cultures and this and that and the other. That's not your decision, love. Okay? But anyways, yeah, letting go of the idea that you have ownership over things and people. Because you don't. You don't have the same relationship with others as someone else may have. You don't have the same history, you didn't cross or experience people the same. And I am huge on loyalty. So I would always think, like, well, if you're my friend and I don't like that person, then we don't like that person. And that's not necessarily how things go. And everyone is going through their own course and everyone is on their own path. So what you're thinking for someone, your expectations for someone, they could be having a completely different train of thought. And so, of course, their actions are carried out differently. And my point in saying all of this is to say that you can't control anyone. You can only control yourself. And that's not necessarily to say you should only have expectations or goals or whatever for yourself, but those are the only ones that you can control. You can only control yourself and how you feel and what you do. So if it's on your heart to do something, then I think you should go for it regardless of someone's response or reaction. I think you should do what makes you happy, and I think you should take others into consideration, of course. But you can't move based on what other people are going to do and say. So essentially, just growing and learning and figuring out self. I think if we all kind of worry a little bit about figuring out ourselves, the impacts we have on others will be immense. I just kind of made a mistake. Not really a mistake, but I did outline a certain part, which I'm going back in and fixing now. And again, like I said, that's the thing about painting. You can kind of just go over something in general. And then I end up kind of doing this as kind of like a little shadow. So I ended up really liking this part. But anyways, as I was saying, I think if we focus on healing ourselves and knowing ourselves, our impact or the impact that we have on others will be more authentic, it'll be more genuine, and it'll end up being better because we're operating from a healed place instead of a hurt place, or instead of from a survival mode, or instead of from a doing what you have to do. We're helping one another from a, I guess, kind of peaceful center, if you will, or just a overall positive state of mind. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. I've kind of been rambling today, but that's kind of just what this video is. It's me getting some thoughts out, which is what I tend to do when I'm dancing or painting or writing music. ... New music coming very soon. Keep an eye out for that. But yeah, just art is something that I've used for a long time to express myself. And yeah, so now I'm putting the final touches on the painting. I kind of did some off camera, like after I finished this, like doing some touch ups with the marker and this and then the other. Went in and did a couple more things. And like I said, then I did a couple more off camera, and I will show you guys the finished product very, very soon. Right now, looks like I'm just doing a little bit of shade work, doing some final touches. For the longest, blue was my favorite color. Green, I guess, kind of overall is my favorite color. But blues and greens, when I was about like 12 or 13, I did my room half and half. So half was blue and half was green. So I don't really know why I kind of chose to do the nails blue, baby blue, but I really like that. Like I said, I knew I wanted the lips to kind of be subtle. I didn't want to go for a bold red. I wanted something a little more natural, something more realistic that I would wear. I'm not really a red lipstick person. I don't really do my nails blue often. Usually I'll do like a nude or I'll do a green, but I was kind of
I don't know, feeling inspired or feeling whatever, and so I did the blue. Uh, Outlining the nails. Um, that I found fun, especially around like the cuticle part, the positive and negative space, and the this and the that. I was really having fun with. And we are finishing it up. And I haven't decided. I'll show you guys what it looks like hanging up, but I might take it down and go over it with the like the gloss Mod Podge stuff just to kind of make it. Ooh, I might just do it over the lips and the nails. I don't know. In the teeth, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Again, you can always kind of go back in and tweak stuff if you want. That's why painting is so therapeutic. Highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. All right, and this is the finished product.